My Mr. Sheen's frozen. Welcome back to another episode. It is mighty cold now. I'm happy I got the windscreen in when I did. I will replace these clips for new ones. For some reason these trim clips are just breaking when I go to knock them through into the car body. It could be the fact that they're really cold and they've gone brittle. Either way, I've broken so many I didn't have enough to finish the job, so I'll get some more ordered up and then we'll go from there. I now have the straight joiner for the breather system, so I can connect these two pipes. I now believe I have everything I need to get the breather pipes finished. So I've just connected the PCV side. Now I just need to trim down the elbow to go on the crank breather. Now I have the crank breather pipe installed. It was a bit of a mission to do the Jubilee clip up. So I removed the headlight and the air intake so I could get a screwdriver through that side. Now all that's left to do is to join this T-piece up to the rest of the system. I should be able to do away with this pipe altogether, and I'm hoping the offcut from the oil breather pipe should be long enough. That's a big improvement from the way it was laid out before. We have no excess length in the pipes and it's tucked down out the way. Before I get any more parts on the engine, I need to tighten the inlet manifold down onto the block. When I put the rear wing together, I used mismatched bolts. Now I have some to finish it off. and my hands are numb. I have taken the wing off because a couple of the threads on this side were starting to cross thread. I have just cleaned them up, so now I can get it installed back on the car. Did I mention it was cold? -5 now. I have a mini air filter here and a couple of Y splits for the breather pipes that come from the fuel tank. So next I'll get these all reduced into one. Then I can find a place up underneath where I can mount this filter. Apologies if I start dropping everything. It just means I can't feel my hands. So I want to mount the filter around there. That'd be good. Then I can fix it to the bracket from the fuel filler. Just put some cable ties around it so it's not permanent. I can change the location down the road if I need to. This will allow the tank and filler to breathe and stop any debris going back up through the pipes. I need to know how much vinyl to order for the graphics on the car. So next I'm going to measure all of the panels and then I can see what widths I need to order. I now have some more trim clips for the scuttle panel. These feel a lot more supple, so hopefully I'll have more luck with installing them. Another one bites the dust. You can see the alignment mark for the passenger side. I think I have painted out the other one when I put the windscreen primer on. It is just going to be a guessing game to get the driver's side in line. All I need to do after setting up the wipers is to find the correct nuts and the covers to finish it off. Now I'm going to do it the track rods so I can center the steering to align the steering wheel. It's actually pretty close. I'm not expecting the alignment of the steering wheel to be perfect until the car has been down on the ground and been tracked. Now I'm going to get the cut-off cables through into the cabin. The fire extinguisher cable can just be tucked out the way for now until I get the fire extinguisher installed. I will just do a quick test to see if the cable works. I'm now just getting the interior lights installed. Next, I'm going to get the anti-roll bar installed on the front. I've just put the lower two bolts in the bell housing. Unfortunately, to get the space to get them in, I had to take the drive shafts back out. Still cold. This plate makes a good jacking point if you have a long reach jack. You can go straight in from the front of the car and use this point to jack the car up. One job I did have to do last night is drill out the thread that snapped off into the sill. These are for the bracket support for the diff carrier. So after re-welding them, I put some more under seal on. So now I can get these carrier supports bolted on. Next I will install the oil cooler delete kit. If oil temperatures stay low without any extra cooling, I can keep this as it is. If temperatures are too high, then I will run a front mounted oil cooler. Now I need to fit the bung in replacement of this outlet. This plug is super tight. To avoid any resealing issues with a new bung, I can just blank off the pipe, as I have to do the same on the feed from the water pump. I'm now going to take a look at the headlights to see what modifications I can make to make it more strong. I am happy with the front mount, that hasn't been a problem. The factory bracket here is really weak. The issue I do have is if I drill through into the housing itself, I need to make sure it's completely sealed, otherwise I'll get moisture on the inside of the light. The mount at the back, I will just make an aluminium bracket that I can put on top of the existing plastic piece, and that should work fine. I think I can run the intercooler pipe at a more efficient angle. This elbow is kinked out towards the front of the car, so hopefully I can slide it back in. I'll have a nicer angle coming out of the intercooler, plus it will take strain off the front bumper. There is so little space. I will try and fit a slightly smaller diameter intake duct. That will hopefully allow me enough room to get the headlight in without breaking anything. It's in, it will work. Once I align the headlights, I can put an extra support on the top to help hold it in place. Thanks for watching another episode of the 206 WRX build project, aka the Peugeot. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.